Hey, guess what we did last week? We got our episode number wrong again.
Did we really?
Yeah. So last week was definitely episode 59.
Was it really?
Which means we're on
60.
episode 60, boys.
60.
60, here we are.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, the shifty 60. I don't know, something like that.
I like it.
Yeah, it sounded pretty
That
smooth.
worked, right? Yeah, it worked. Fuck it up.
Hi, guys.
Hey, welcome back. Oh, yeah, also, don't forget, that's the camera.
Oh, yeah. I always forget
I
that.
do, too. I was going to
Well, this one has a big blue ring on it. It's hard not to look at
I
it.
know, I'm sorry, but that one's got a big, beautiful apple on it. I don't know what to tell you. You want me to put a light ring on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll buy one. We'll put it right up
Just
on
put
it.
a big sign up there that's like, look at this one.
Yeah.
Look at this
Arrow
fucking
down.
thing right here. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of What We Learned This Week.
Apocalypse edition.
Apocalyptico edition.
Feel like, yeah, we're in
That was a
week
good movie.
7,000 of the apocalypse so
Yo,
far.
let me tell
so-
you, this shit is wild. There's
Honestly,
just-
I thought the apocalypse would be a lot slower, or like a lot faster than what we currently are
You
getting.
just wake up, world's on fire. Okay, this is
all
it.
right,
And
well-
then, you got maybe a week.
it has been kind of crazy that we're already into June, and
Yeah.
every month has had something.
Something big.
And I think
Yeah.
it's going to
It's
continue to
wild.
have something until the election's over.
I think that after this whole situation,
Ah, bingo.
I think that after this month, it's actually going to convert right back to the pandemic, though.
You think they'll go
yeah,
back
everybody's
to pandemic?
everybody's
so,
going to reel
yeah.
back in, yeah. Because
Yeah.
they're
At
going
least
to
to a
see a
certain degree.
statistic spike, and
I
then they're
don't
going to be
know.
like, well, we should
I think there's going to
probably-
be a large amount of people that go, bullshit, I'm out.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
I'm seeing tons
Well, people
of
already
articles
didn't give a
and
shit, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, people were already out in the stores not wearing masks and shit. So there's, yeah.
Sorry, that's
But yeah, even well, it's just like hard water, yeah.
I know.
But yeah, I think a lot of different like articles and different social media, well, not social media, like news people, like
Right.
companies and stuff, have been releasing articles and stuff, kind of drawing parallels between how hyped they made everything and like kind of the social climate and kind of the political climate as well, to where like things were like really hyped the fuck up. Was it serious? Fuck yeah, it's a sickness. It's trying to kill us. Yeah, we
Right.
should take it seriously. But in comparison to like the actual statistics for ratios, because we have all this information now, right? The only thing that we're really waiting on still, like that's substantial, is whether or not if you've been sick, you can get sick again. At least I haven't seen anything about that. So that really being the only epicenter of what we don't know about the sickness in like a larger scale, you're still seeing a lot of really crazy shit. Like I'm still seeing articles that say really weird shit, like when canines got sick, like you can still get corona from like dog farts.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
that's
still
true.
I'm still seeing shit like that.
So don't
And
suck
it's
on
like,
dogs' assholes.
Yeah, don't. Well,
Maybe
yeah,
don't
you
do that
should.
either
Yeah,
way.
you shouldn't do that
Don't-
anyways.
Don't please don't fucking do that, people.
Yeah,
please.
you touch your animals like that, I'll kick you in your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with that.
Nah, exactly.
Sick fucks. But
I don't know, man. Look what the dog was wearing. He was asking for it.
no,
Stop.
dude, that's not no.
Stop! You're wrong.
Pull out the inner JonTron.
Fuck.
Stop!
Oh my god, you fucking killed her.
Oh shit.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Should we still take it safe? Like, yeah, just fucking wash your hands. Wash your
My
hands.
thing is like, why are you not
But-
washing your hands anyways?
Yeah.
Just do
You
it. Just-
dirty ass fucking people. Wash
honestly,
your fucking
not that much of
hands.
your
We're
life
gonna-
has to change. Just fucking take extra precaution. You know, what's it going to cost you? 5 seconds washing
Yeah.
your hands, putting a fucking
20
mask on
seconds.
every once in a while.
Yeah,
20
fuck it.
seconds for washing.
And you
your
know,
hands.
but still.
that's I don't know, but I think there is. I mean, people are starting to get really skeptical about things now because, I mean, just how everything's progressed. And I mean, you didn't hear shit about it for good reason for what's going on right now. But like,
Oh no, they're trying to
It-
say that
yeah.
there's a spike in
No, it's-
cases, and it's like
Yeah.
you're fucking lying.
Yeah.
Like none of these people are going and getting tested. You
No.
cannot say that there's been 19,000 new cases from the protests. Like these people are
Yeah.
not going and getting tested. You're
Yeah.
fucking lying.
and my favorite part about that is like when that escalation started and they started talking about like, oh, there's 19,000.
Yeah.
It was literally 2 weeks after Memorial Day.
yeah,
Where everybody's on the
was already
beach,
out.
everybody's going
and
out.
the best part is like a lot of the news sources that were saying it
Yeah.
were being very careful about how they said it. They said during the protest, there's been 19,000 new cases. They didn't say that it was, but the
Oh,
way that
not
they
caused
worded
by
it,
it, yeah.
they were making
Yeah.
it seem like it was
Yeah.
due to the protest, even though
Yeah.
that would be
wordplay.
false
That's
information.
fear
Yeah.
reporting.
So again, I'm just gonna say this again. Fuck the news media. Fuck
Yeah.
all of it. I don't care which.
Yeah.
Which source you get it from? If it is
It's
on TV, it's
fear-mongering.
fucking. It's just bullshit fear mongering. Like,
You know, actually, though, shout out to local news, though. I gotta say, because they're actually doing a pretty good job compared to
Beloit,
yeah,
Beloit,
Yeah, some
Beloit's
of
doing a
them
really
are,
good
yeah.
job.
like the big fucking news channels like Fox,
MSNBC,
CNN,
Fox,
all that shit.
CNN,
Yeah,
all
they're
of them
bullshit.
can get fucked. They just if you want to burn down buildings, folks, if that's what you are really into, burn those ones down.
Do you guys ever hear about local news stations getting bought up by like hedge funds and just getting like shut down?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it happens all the fucking time, and like
That's
it
gross.
quiets all sorts of like local like investigative reporters and shit like that.
That's
So
gross.
like,
That's why I'm all about this fucking, that's why I think technology is somewhat of a good thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Are there bad aspects? Yes, but there's also like people can be their own
What were
news
you
source
doing?
now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Say that again.
Yeah.
well, the woman that exposed Epstein, she's an investigative reporter.
Yeah.
And so she had no backing from any sort of government agency that was trying to like get any dirt on this
Influence
guy.
her, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just her and this news station. This one guy.
Where's she at now? She dead?
No, she's still alive. So
Living in a bunker.
allegedly.
Yeah.
But so the news station that she was working for originally was bought out by this guy that owns this hedge fund, and the hedge fund just basically shut down the entire news station. But she ended up being an independent reporter. The guy that owned the hedge fund, the guy that actually bought the news station, he lived 2 blocks away from Epstein,
There you go.
and he
That's
was
it.
trying his best to quiet
Yep.
all sorts of reports on this
Shit
guy.
happens, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
and you have to be careful even like with stuff like as far as Now This, that news
Yeah.
media company on the internet, and BuzzFeed, like even they are slowly like
Kind of
they're getting an
skewed.
agenda.
Yeah.
Like especially Now This, like they have a hard agenda now, and it's like
Yeah.
be careful. Just like
Yeah.
we need, if you're gonna be, this is my thing. If you're gonna be a journalist, right, independent journal or a journalist, you're going to school for it. The best thing you could do, maybe not money wise, but the best thing you could do if you are in it to just help people and help people realize what's going on in the
Yeah.
world, just be independent.
Yeah, stay independent.
Like just stay by yourself. Start your own little thing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make the money you want, but you're gonna get the truth that needs to be told.
It is.
out
It's
there.
hard to stay informed though. At the same point, because it's like every news station or every news source that you go to has some sort of
like
Agenda.
informants.
yeah.
and
They
stuff,
have maybe not like an agenda, but they have like a requirement for a lot of their articles now that most of them can't even be over like 250 words now.
Oh yeah.
Where they can only say shit that are approved by the editors and has
Yep.
to stay under a word limit.
That's what I'm saying. If I was a journalist, I'm going straight to Twitter. That's my
But
my
it's like
Twitter
shit
agenda.
is more complex than 250 words.
Yeah.
in an
Oh,
article, You know, like it should. Like I could write a 250 word paragraph. Like, are you kidding me?
I don't know.
Well,
it's
that
just-
was
But
that was like it kind of plays into my skill from last week as I expanded a little bit off of the ink saturation. So with that, I was curious as to what that term actually meant, like saturation, in the differences between, like on painting or using ink or inkwells and stuff, and then versus tattooing, because that's kind of like a back and forth that I'm fucking with right now.
yeah,
So in that, the guy was talking about saturation when like tattooing, and he said pretty much the same exact thing. Like there's just some things that, yeah, they're pretty simplistic words that people kind of have a general idea of.
Yeah.
But there's no way you can describe saturation in tattoos within 2 to 3 sentences.
right.
Which is typically how you see those depictions, or like when it's in a guide, or like when you're taking a questionnaire or something, where it's like, well, how much is good saturation? Okay, that's really, there's so many fucking different variables that
Right.
go into what you're doing, how you're doing it, what your end product wants to look like how deep you're putting the saturation or the amount of fucking dots, because essentially it's like point style
yeah.
painting, is what tattooing is, and that saturation is what creates
The
that
amount
fucking
of dots within one space.
exactly to where at some point, if it's super saturated, it just looks like a solid color because
Right.
there's so many fucking dots. So in that same line, like it's so tough, totally different topic, but you
To
can't
explain certain things in
exactly
one word or
exactly
one sentence. Yeah.
like in a restriction like that, you shouldn't be given a restriction, especially when you're in what is supposed to be open information funneling,
Right.
where even agendas aside and stuff, like you should not be put on a restriction. If you're passionate about a project or an article that you're supposed to be
Publish
writing
that
and
shit,
researching,
homie.
publish it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just weird.
That's why I'm a huge fan of PIs, man. Like, yeah, they can get through a lot of shit legally, but at the same time, man, like those are the people that actually get down to the truth. Those are the
Yeah,
people
they get
that
down
are
to the
able
brass tacks.
to-
You know,
Oh yeah.
it's just yeah.
Yeah. So playing on the skills this week. So clearly you did your skill this week. What about you, Walker? What was
I
your skill?
did. Yeah, I told myself I was going to get certified in another coding language,
What'd
and
you say
I
back?
What's up?
What did you say back?
And I said, no. No, I actually got, well, I'm finishing it up today, but I'm 99% of the way through my JavaScript certification.
Nice.
So
Hell yeah.
Very
it's
cool.
hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Like it got HTML, CSS, and then it's like JavaScript.
Way up there on that spectrum.
Yeah, but it's going to make me, it's actually kind of changing the way I think about solving some issues. So it's like
Nice.
The way that you can kind of automate things and kind of structure organization throughout JavaScript, it really helps you with like mental planning. Like I don't really know how to.
Well, it
explain
kind of like realigns how you
because you
go through that
You can kind of
process.
see how like simple parts make a machine work, and so it's like, oh, like I've never even considered putting this inside that, or putting like connecting these 2 points or whatever. But it's like it's giving you more of like a broad view as to how small parts kind of act as cogs in a bigger machine.
That's
So
awesome.
It's really interesting to see.
very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like
Definitely go shout out to Code Academy for all the stuff that
Code
you've been
Academy, there
sending
you go.
over, and also Allison courses because I've been killing those recently. So
Nice. Yeah, I so mine was to kind of keep going with the audio engineering stuff. I didn't use Skillshare this week for that. I just kind of played around myself with a couple audio tracks that I had already had. So like with the mids, highs, and lows, which is what is the main things that we use on our audio interface here, and kind of what each of those represents, and then messing with those to like create a more bassy feel to our voices, or create more like treble to it, which is why this episode and last episode may sound a little bit different, because I messed with that stuff to kind of even it all out.
We're all
over a
sorts of
spectrum.
bassy.
Yeah, bassy.
Bassy.
Yeah.
Count
So yeah, just kind of fun stuff like that, and messing with more of the audio.
Oh yeah.
like it.
I want to
like
get back into the visual too, but it's a whole color theory is like, man, I need to just take like an actual like college course on just color theory, because it's so fucking wild. It's
It's-
so hard. To
I checked
learn.
out the video that you watched on Skillshare about that. It just blew my mind, because it's like, oh, I never even
yeah,
considered
and it
this
like
shit.
touches base on it, but even they say like you're not gonna become a master with it, but like this is the basis of like, hey, these
How
are
this
the
works.
opposite colors attract, and you know how to blend two colors in together and stuff like that. It's just a wild ride.
I'm sure it's a lot, dude. I'm sure it's
nuts.
a lot of
Definitely
shit.
cool, though.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm sure people will go their entire academic careers just focusing on that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like their major.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, it's
So
I can't imagine like artists and
yeah.
the amount that they have to learn
'Cause
through
even-
color theory and shit.
Dude, like even with the tattoo stuff,
Yeah.
like I feel like I'm not getting like I'm learning way more than I knew beforehand,
Yeah.
and like even with exposure in shops and stuff, and like even with drawing and mild art stuff,
Right.
which is still going to be garbage. I'm going to have to use Photoshop to create my stencils and shit.
Whatever.
But,
So be it.
like with stuff like that, like I feel even with this base knowledge that I'm getting, I'm still going to need, if I decide to do that, to go in for like an apprenticeship.
Yeah, oh,
Oh,
100%.
yeah.
Do that
I mean,
instead
it's
of
just
get
you're getting
hands-on.
you're getting the basis of what you need to
Yeah.
know, and that's
I kind of like what you said. I've got like a huge new respect for artists, because it's like I never realized how much work it is to be doing this kind of stuff.
Oh,
And, like,
yeah.
I've been fucking around with Blender for the past week, just trying to do like 3D rendering and 3D animations and stuff. Just maybe just testing the waters a bit, see if I can implement that in my sites. Jesus, it's hard.
Yeah. Dude.
Like it's a whole new realm that I never even considered to be that difficult. So
Shit's wild.
Like it's just
Yeah, it's super
Artist
easy,
respect.
to kind of look at like the finished product and be like, oh shit, like I'm sure, this was a fucking breeze, or like
Right.
real easy steps A, B, and C.
no.
But then like in contrast, you kind of like, I don't know, I think of it with bigger projects like that are really immaculate fucking things. Like I see some of these pieces, that are absolutely breathtaking,
Right.
that have been put on people by artists that have been in the game for 20, 25 years now.
Right.
And you look at it like, holy fuck, like that's amazing. Dude's probably been doing this his whole life. But at the same time, it's like how they assemble mechanical pencils. Like at some point, the dude started melting the plastic, and then, like melting the graphite and fucking starting the assembly process, working out a blueprint, fucking setting everything up. And now everything's automated in his head because it's all muscle memory. But each one of those steps of creating that chain of,
Events.
events
Yeah.
took time, took practice, took all of these
100%.
fucking
Yeah.
nitpicking and paying attention to what the
mastery.
fuck he was doing for 25 plus years, and now the guy's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
And can create amazing pieces.
So on the mastery thing, before we get into the skills for this, actually, let's do the skills for this week, and then I'm gonna ask you guys a question about
Yeah.
mastery.
So
Skills for this week. Mine for this week, I'm gonna make mine pretty simple because I got a lot of shit going on. I just want to finish a book this week, just read through an entire book this week. I'm gonna pick a new one. I don't know what I'm gonna pick yet. It might be, I'm not sure. It might be a sciencey kind of one this week. I've done a lot of business ones lately, so
You
it
should
might
read
be a
Dune.
sciencey one.
You ever read Dune, the science fiction? It was like the
I've
science
heard,
fiction.
I've
From, like,
heard
the
that
80s?
Oh my
name
god!
before.
Yeah, just so many fucking sci-fi stories are based off of Dune.
Yeah,
like Star
I know
Wars is based
Dune,
off of Dune.
but like I don't
Really?
think I've ever read it. But
Oh
I
my
know,
god! Yeah, check it out. I have
Alright.
a couple copies at the house.
Also, science fiction wise, there is a horror Star Wars that I read, and it is fucking terrifying.
Is it like the Death Troopers?
Death Troopers?
Yeah, I saw that
it's
one.
fucking terrifying. But if you do it, listen to it on Audible. Like reading, it's great. Like it's a great storyline. But listen to it on Audible because they picked the perfect voice actor for it, and it is fucking terrifying. It's terrifying. Like the ambiance of the whole thing, it's amazing. I loved that book. Oh, you're good.
I noticed that there was another one that was being talked about. I don't remember. I think it might have been from like Oni Plays or something. They were talking about an audiobook. But it was like a bunch of really good voice actors all came together for the project to basically create a movie without visuals.
Hell yeah, I love that.
And it was like some fucking prestigious actors
Shout
got
out to
together.
Audible for doing shit like
Yeah.
that because it's
Yeah.
super cool.
Because I
wish you
compare
were cheaper.
that to like Netflix, dude. Like they're able
Oh,
to
yeah.
create these amazing fucking stories and like atmospheric moments through these readings.
Through that, yeah.
You know?
So anyway, okay, so
Yeah,
on to
sorry.
the skills. Go ahead.
Yeah. What was I gonna do this week? Oh, so I was gonna have you guys choose between two skills for me.
Oh,
So
sweet.
all right. So either I continue on with mastering Blender and 3D animation stuff, or I write 3 chapters of a book that I want to write.
Write 3 chapters of a book.
3 books,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm going with the 3
3
chapters.
chapters.
Yeah, change it up.
Okay, I'm gonna write 3 chapters of a book this week.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Yep, because
Do it.
I've been
Sweet,
wanting to
dude.
write a book for forever. So
Hell yeah, I like
Nice.
it. Do it. Fucking do
let's
it.
do it.
Do it. What do you got? What do you got, bud?
So I'm gonna
I blew it.
I'm gonna continue on with like the overarching tattoo knowledge. I kind of want to get a better idea visually. So I'm gonna use a mixture if I can find it on Skillshare, and then obviously like YouTube and like different like Inked. I know is a really good one that they have a lot of like how-to videos, not necessarily
Right.
how-to, but like displaying the science behind a lot of the stuff.
Beginner mistakes, shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to get some contrast between like depth and like how saturation bleeds into that as well. So I want to get a better understanding because I know how deep you're supposed to go in like the transdermal layers. But I want to get a better, more scientific perspective as to like what exactly that does in longevity to your tattoo. Because I mean, the only reason why tattoos get all fucked up or like over time they start to like gray out and get bulky and like nasty looking is because your skin as a scab, you know, it's automatically breaking down those pigments and you piss them out. Like
Right.
that's how that happens. So I'm interested to see what depth and like saturation or oversaturation can do to the skin and longevity of tattoos. So I kind of want to do some research into that.
Nice.
That'd be kind of cool.
I'm hoping because
yeah.
I've been finding way more classes on Skillshare about like core understandings of tattooing and stuff, or like the science behind blank.
Right. Shout out to Skillshare.
Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yep.
And so I don't know. I think that's definitely necessary. And you know what? I think the biggest reason, because initially I wasn't like I was really passionate about that art, and I was really really into, you know, that expression and just the fact that people can create these amazing images on other people, like these works of art that are so, you know, at some level can be so intertwined with that actual artist's person, you know, like they put their heart and soul into creating a piece for somebody if they have that freedom to do so. You know, and I've started to see a lot of, you know, people that we went to school with, or like people that, you know, we knew in transit from going to all these different shops and stuff and hanging out and getting to know those artists and shit, like really develop and start to find their niche and like their style and everything. And it's been really fucking cool to see.
Hell yeah.
Because especially locally, like I've seen a couple of people that like that have always talked about doing that, or like started the apprenticeships and like got their feet wet and are now past. I mean, you never stop learning, or you shouldn't ever stop learning in that field. But you know, people that have really started to fucking produce some seriously good art, dude, and like, I'm tempted just in itself to reach out and ask questions and to like contact some of these people, because it's like, it's amazing to me.
Let me ask you a question then.
Yeah.
Do you think that is something you could see yourself doing?
Yes, but to me, it's intimidating.
It's always going to be. But
oh yeah.
And here's my thing. I think that's a good thing. The fact that it's intimidating to you, I think that means it needs to be something that you actively think about.
Oh yeah.
Uncomfortability is growth, and
and that's
literally that's what makes you uncomfortable. I think that's like a pretty big calling sign.
Yeah.
Not that I'm pushing in that direction.
No,
I'm
but
actually
it's
asking, but like just you saying that it's intimidating is like, oh,
yeah, it's a good
you
sign.
might need to go. Yeah, maybe look into that more.
Because I mean, like as you know, over the past couple of weeks or so, and just even just watching and processing everything and going to all these different shops and, you know, like going through that process so many times, like it's always been something that's been interesting to me.
Yeah.
The only reasons why I think that it's intimidating, it's not necessarily like jumping in and be like calling a shop or like a dozen shops and be like, hey, you guys looking for apprentices? Like,
it's the drawing aspect, you think?
It's the drawing. That's the part that fucks me up. And then I started to, as I was watching more videos and stuff and paying attention to how technology has evolved and how the process has evolved for a lot of newer age artists, like a lot of it, I mean, it's kind of frowned on, but like a lot of those processes can be cut out by Photoshop and by all these editing softwares that you use, because everything's electronic.
Right.
Everything can be corrected and smoothed out, because like I have dumb hands. I've got fucking stupid hands. Like I never found solace in drawing or like that art stuff when I was younger. I mean, fuck, my sister got all of it. She was the artist growing up.
Same,
you know?
dude. Same.
But I still have these urges to create something, and these urges to like want to produce some sort of artwork. And then like tattooing, you know, from a pretty early age became such a huge influence, you know, like I absolutely loved the look of tattoos, especially as they get older and as they, you know, really, really go through the test of time and like the elements and shit. I mean, fuck, dude, my dad's tattoos are amazing. And I don't know how the fuck that guy doesn't have skin cancer. Like when we worked together, we shirtless on 0 turns, fucking scorched. Yep. Like I don't know how like my skin is still okay. Like it was gnarly. It's like with all of those influences and stuff, like even his tattoos are still fucking awesome.
Right.
You know, and they held up so well. And that's a lot to do with the artist and a lot to do with how, you know, her process and everything. But
for sure,
like it's just something that's really cool. And I think that biggest intimidation factor for me is that drawing aspect, because that's always kind of been like an epicenter. You know, you think of when somebody makes a stencil, it's always like they're on hand, and like even freestyling shit. Because I watch documentaries. I've watched a fuck ton of documentaries recently about tattooing, and you know, like that was the biggest thing is like Paul Rudd, like that, or not Paul Rudd, Paul Rudd, like that guy is a fucking animal. Like, and he's one of the OGs. Like that guy's an animal when it comes to tattooing, but he does almost everything freehand.
Right.
Wow. But he grew up in that.
But the other thing is
realm.
like, some, you know, like with new technologies coming out and everything, it's like that the standard's always going to change for anything that ever happens. So, you know, you shouldn't feel bad about trying out whatever works for you. You can, if you enjoy it and your clients enjoy it, if it works for you, then you shouldn't feel like out of place using, say, a Photoshop or Illustrator or something like that to create your stencils, you know?
For sure.
Hey, if it works for you and your clients love it, then fuck yeah, like amen to you, dude. Like that's it. That's my thing.
Yeah, and I don't know. So I think it's interesting. It's definitely something I'm gonna continue to learn about and pursue.
And you're gonna become more comfortable and learn more about it over time.
And that's literally where I'm at right now. Yeah. It's like learning to do shit on a skateboard.
For sure.
Like you just kind of leads steadily.
Which leads into my question too. Do you guys believe in the philosophy of like the 10,000 hour rule? Do you believe that?
Oh, you mean like you don't truly
master? You master something. You master something at 10,000 hours.
Yeah,
that's like the typical time it takes to master something.
I think it's about right.
I could see that.
I could see it.
Yeah.
100%.
How long is that? How many days is that?
Well, 10,000 hours. I mean, shit. 10 years, I think, is the average for people. They say 10 years, 10,000 hours because it's 1,000 hours a year.
Yeah.
They say that's the average. If you know, like Beethoven and stuff like that, it was, I think, like 10 years was the
Well,
average
fuck, Beethoven's
timeline.
dad used to make him practice like 24/7. So.
Yeah. I think that's the average timeline. It's 10 years, I think.
Let's see.
For like an average adult or an average human.
Right.
That's not, I mean, I don't know.
It'd be 1 year and 14 days
For what?
for 10,000 hours. So if you practice every single day, 24 hours a day.
Oh, yeah, if you
Yeah.
practice 24 hours
Yeah.
a day. But I mean,
Well,
I'm thinking like if you practice, okay, so do the math on if you practiced, I don't know, say
7 to
4 hours,
8,
4 hours a day. That's like an average for a person. That's they have something that they really want to go for, right?
Yeah.
It'd be 6.8 years.
6.8
Yeah.
years, and that's 4 hours a day. So if you did an hour a day, you're looking at
Yeah.
what? Just about 10 years?
Yep, probably.
Because
So-
and it's definitely
27
on the individual as well, like how
okay,
intently
yeah.
they want to train, especially with whatever they're doing,
Right.
Especially if they find a niche too, like if it's an exact thing that they're practicing on or that they're like really trying to get good at, like that focal point can be a huge driving force,
Yeah.
like wanting to master it, wanting to
So,
practice, wanting to get better.
That's actually the reason that I'm really happy that we live in the age of technology. Sorry, the age of information, because we have access to all this information that we can self-teach ourselves.
Yeah.
If we want to learn a new skill, we have the resources to go out there and start learning that skill. When beforehand that wasn't really that accessible. You'd have to go find
Right.
somebody to teach you, and then it was a whole thing. But nowadays, there's so many self-taught everything. Like everybody's self-teaching themselves something.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of cool to see that like we're taking this renaissance period to kind of build ourselves up as a
Oh,
as
I
a-
love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
people.
So with that being said, we're at episode 60 right now, right? We're 6 months into the year, right? Within the next 6 months, what is that one thing that you would like to get started on the 10,000 hours worth? What's one thing that you would like an overarching skill for the rest of the year, put it that way, that you would say, hey, I want to put my time and effort into this for the next 6 months? Because you think about it, if you can do, say, 2 hours a day,
Yeah.
right, for the next 6 months, think about how much further you'll be in your knowledge base.
I think I'd like to become a front end developer. So like just get the certifications out of the way and learning how it's done.
Okay.
So that way I can if I want to work on future projects, then I have that knowledge.
I like it.
So-
So within 6 months,
That's doable.
you'd like to be a front end developer, or
Yeah.
at least
At least a junior or something.
yeah, in the process and partially mastered
Yeah.
of that, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I like it. How about you? This is like our 6 month skill right here.
Yeah. I think I really want to dive deeper into the tattooing thing.
Yeah.
I think that's become
What would be your
my
goal in
current
6 months?
muse. 6 months?
Would you feel comfortable saying apprenticeship within the next 6
I'd
months?
say yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can acquire one with an artist that I feel would be a good direction for me or a
For
good
you.
teacher,
Yep.
yeah, then absolutely.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I would like to be like a legit certified audio engineer.
Fuck
think.
yeah.
That'd be dope.
I think that would be my big one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It flows with the company well too. You know.
I don't know if this would help at all, but I have a copy of FL Studios if you want to use that.
I'm using like a lot of the Adobe stuff right now.
Okay, yeah.
They have Audition,
Yeah.
which is their audio stuff right
Yeah,
there.
I've used that one a
FL
couple
Studios
times.
I've used before. I do like FL Studios.
It's a little bit
But
much.
FL Studios is going to be more
Music making.
music stuff,
Yeah.
whereas mine would be more
Like
spoken
sound
word,
action.
like just regular voice kind of
Yeah.
recording and stuff like that.
That makes
I would,
sense.
and also I would, just the overarching would be fun, like sound effect kind of stuff. creating
that would be
and
pretty
everything
cool.
Would be dope. So, nice. I just thought I'd throw that out there since
I
we're.
like that.
I was like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'll throw a 6 month. Let's do a 6 month goal and see where we get with it, because it's like you just don't think about it. You sit like, if I think about it sometimes of like, I used to be huge into basketball.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, I used to fucking shoot hoops every day of my life, right? And I've always thought about like if I just kept doing that, like how good I would be now.
Yeah.
Like not saying that I'd be like a professional by any stretch of the means, but like how
But how good would
how
you be?
good I'd be able
Yeah.
to do, like how good I'd be and how comfortable I'd be with like shooting and everything like that. So it's just stuff like that where I'm like, man. So I'm looking 6 months into the future and thinking, man, how far into this could I be if I spent the next 6 months to really grind
really-
it out
yeah,
and
yeah,
learn
really
about
hammer
it.
it out.
Yeah. So fuck it. We got 6 month goals now.
Let's do
And
it.
this doesn't mean we have to hit those goals. You don't have to be an apprentice. You don't have to
Yeah, things
be a
change.
front end developer. You know,
Yeah.
like, things change, but keep it in the mind actively of like in 6 months, I want to be way further advanced in that field.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I like that. And luckily, with some of the new clients that I'm bringing on with Astro, I'm actually using that money to kind of reinvest into education and
There you
stuff. So
go.
I'm putting a lot of that into like
Smart.
pro courses and all these certifications and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that can kind of push me forward in the near future here too.
Oh yeah.
So.
Speaking of Astro Design Company,
Oh yeah, feel free to reach out to us, send us an email if you want a new website. If you mention that you're from the podcast, we'll get you a little discount on your next purchase.
ooh, astrodesigncompany.com. Check it out today. Also,
go.
don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. You know, go hit that subscribe button. Hit it. Don't quit it. Hit it. Pass it to your friends. Press, pass it. Go ahead. Do it. Join our Patreon. Patreon.com/WWLTW podcast for all kinds of exclusive content. You get it added to our super secret Facebook group, and you get all kinds of extra content on there as well. Excuse me. Also,
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate Rain. This episode is brought to you by JD Creations. Oh, JD Creations. Oh, it's such a beautiful thing to hear ringing through my earlobes right now. JD Creations is a full spectrum audiovisual company. Everything from setting up recording studios to helping you edit and produce your video and audio as well. Check it out, JD Creations. What up? Hit me up. I'm here for it. What's my other plugs? Oh, check out Thirst Homeless on the YouTube channels. We got all kinds of fun stuff coming up with him. Check out
Wishbone.
Johnny Wishbone on the YouTube channels for all your heavy equipment operated needs. He's got all kinds of fun outdoorsy stuff on there. And that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
one?
that's it.
All right, cool. That's it. See, I'm getting quick with these shameless plugs now, folks. Getting quick with them.
Yeah, quick.
All right, so we've got 6 month skills. We got our weekly skills. We got a 10,000 hours that we're working on for the 6 months. What's next? What do we talk about now? What is, now that we're done with the more serious, not really serious conversations, but the
Yeah, more mellow conversations.
intent conversations.
Yeah.
What's the fucked up
what
shit
do
we,
we do
talk
now?
about on this episode now? We've already talked about fucking aliens, so I feel like we can't do it. Also, I want to bring up the fact that I have mentioned this question now to pretty much every group of people I've hung out with since that episode.
Oh, the aliens one?
Yeah, and it's stupid because nobody has agreed with me, and they're fucking wrong. Like, you're all wrong. The fact that you don't believe me, that you know,
Yeah, the mass
in your
populace
heart,
is wrong.
you know deep down in your heart that at some point you are thinking if you can fuck that alien. It is what it is. We're sexual beings. Admit it.
Maybe
Admit it.
they are. They're just not willing to admit it.
They aren't
Yeah.
because they're bullshit.
What if they're like these silicon asexual blobs?
Then
that-
I'm gonna fuck a blob. Then that's all I can say. I don't know.
What if it's like a rock person and has no vagina?
Then it's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna do
gonna
my
fuck it?
best.
You're gonna fuck it?
I'm gonna
All
do
right.
my best. I don't know, man.
Gonna do my best. I will do my duty as a pioneer.
I'm just saying. I fucking
Further in the news today, Jake Dunaway lost his penis fucking a rock creature.
Jake Dunaway's penis was crushed today.
More at 6.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. All right, I got one for you. You're stranded on an island. Okay.
Okay. Do I get to pick what island?
No.
Fuck.
You got food. You got resources. Let's just put it that way, right?
Yeah,
You
okay.
can live on this island sustainably, right?
So I'm not really
Right.
stranded.
You're stranded. You can't move. You can't leave.
Yeah, you don't- you
Nobody.
don't
You'll
have-
never see another person again on this island.
okay, I'm cool
You're
with that.
stranded. This is your island. Top 3 books and top 3. Let's say you can watch movies. Fuck it. Top 3 books, top 3 movies right now.
God damn it, dude.
This movie, this island sounds fucking awesome.
It's
but-
awesome,
Yeah.
dude. Like, you have a
Can I
house.
see
You
this?
I got
Can I sign
movies.
up?
built a house on this
They
island.
airdrop you fucking food.
Yeah, you just
water.
can't leave the island. Like, it's a nice island. Like, you're living your best life out there, but like, you can't.
I mean,
leave
do
it.
I get to pick what food? Like, are they door dashing to my
No,
island?
no.
It's
Food's
the guy
not
on
a part of
fucking
it.
pedal boat.
Food's not a part of it. This is.
You
Yeah,
order the pizzas?
Sign here.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
me, the
Hey,
only guy
yeah,
fucking out
Your
here.
30 minutes is over.
Sorry,
and I'm paying
dude,
for this
like,
pizza.
Give me the fucking food.
Hey, I really hate to say this, but like, You forgot the ranch.
Can you go back
I know this took 6
30
months.
fucking miles offshore?
Where's my Dr.
I'm gonna
Kelp?
have the Dr. Kelp.
Okay, so top 3 movies, top 3 books, go.
Ooh,
We'll start with movies. Top 3 movies, go.
oh fuck.
These have to be rewatchable movies too.
Yeah, that's the
Oh, I
issue.
got him. Yeah.
Go.
What you got? What you
Okay.
got?
So Johnny Mnemonic, the Avatar extended cut because it's like 5 fucking hours.
You don't watch that a lot.
Can we do? No, we can't do box sets. I tried working around the system. Can't do box sets.
Can't do
One
box
movie.
sets.
One movie.
One movie.
You want Lord of the Rings? You pick one Lord of
Fuck.
the Rings.
That's what I was thinking.
motherfucker.
It's
You said
like
top 3
the
movies.
entire trilogy.
Fellowship of the Ring.
I'd kill
Two
myself.
Towers.
Two
Towers, Return of the King.
and Return of the King.
All extended editions.
Not The Hobbit, apparently.
Fuck The Hobbit.
Fuck The Hobbit.
Hobbit could have
Hobbit
been
was
one
pretty
movie.
good. I like
it could have been
those.
one movie. That book is like this big.
Third movie.
Yeah, I would have to say.
You have to watch them repeatedly too. Like these are your
Akira.
3.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
What do you got, bud?
Okay, so this is going to be kind of strange. I'm going to go 50-50.
Nice, dude.
With,
Still haven't watched.
oh,
it.
really? Oh,
you
it's a
haven't
great
watched
movie.
50-50, man? Drew Barrymore?
I know.
I used to love this book, so I'm going to go
no.
with this movie. But Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Nice.
It's a good movie.
Okay.
And then fucking just Backdoor Sluts 9.
Back to
8 was way better. Much more character
Have you
development.
seen
in 8.
13? They really brought the story back.
Yeah, that's true. They wrapped it all together.
I'm trying to think of the last one here. I guess I'm going to go with Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
nice.
Wow, Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Classic.
Oh shit. Now it's on
Just
me.
because it's funny to laugh at stupid shit all the time.
Oh, fuck
so.
yeah. I always love those
Fuck.
intros,
I was gonna
man.
pick Deathly Hallows, but they did part 1, part 2, so I can't. Fuck. Okay, then I will pick probably either Half-Blood Prince or Order of the Phoenix.
Okay. See, I was going to go Harry Potter, but I don't want to go Harry Potter route unless I have all of them.
I know
Yeah.
it's tough, but I'm just. So
If
I'm
you
trying to
included
like
box sets, I would
nitpick.
go Lord of the Rings, Harry
Yeah,
Potter, and whatever.
for sure.
the fuck else.
Yeah, that's bullshit. You can't do that. Like Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. I'm in. Yeah, I'm gonna go Order of the Phoenix. I'm gonna go.
Back to the Future.
No. What's an old one that I really liked?
An old movie? Citizen Kane.
I mean, you can't. I mean, yeah. I don't want to pick a movie where it's like the ending is like the overarching, like Book of Eli, right? Like you watch it
Oh,
once,
yeah.
you can't watch that movie again.
Right.
It's like,
'Cause then you're like,
that
oh,
was
this is
crazy.
over.
Yeah.
I could. The fight scenes are really cool.
Yeah, I guess, but. Snowpiercer. Probably.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I've watched that several times. I'm trying to think of ones that I've already watched several times. Where I'm like, I would totally would watch it again.
Yeah.
Birdemic.
Birdemic.
Oh. I want to change one of my movies now.
Change one.
So I'd get rid of Johnny Mnemonic and I put in Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh,
okay.
what about Kung Fury?
Kung Fury.
I'd be watching that fucking thing like 700
Just
times.
nuts. It's
in a
only
day.
half an hour long, so you could watch it literally 48 hours or 48 times in a day.
Blade Runner, maybe.
Yeah.
I'd throw Blade Runner in there.
That'd be good. Oh, yeah,
Probably.
I do love Blade Runner.
Those would be my
I like
three.
the pacing of that movie.
Yeah.
It's a really
Have you
good
seen the
one.
new one?
I haven't
Surprisingly
yet.
good.
I
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Well, because I know it's like basically the original production
Yeah, but they
crew and stuff.
they
were,
really
like,
amped that shit up though.
influencing.
It's good.
3 books? That one's tough for me. Can't do
Wouldn't-
box sets of books either.
Yeah,
One
wouldn't. Yeah, I can't do series.
The Art of Zen and what's it called? Zen and Motorcycle Maintenance. You guys ever heard of that?
Nope.
Oh yeah, it's a kind of like a self-awareness book. So like you kind of like get into the is that what the fuck it's called? Is it The Art of Zen and Motorcycle Maintenance? Fuck, but yeah, basically it's like a spirituality book that kind of like puts you in the eyes of somebody and then makes you better understand feelings about yourself.
Oh, Jesus
It's
Christ.
really fucking interesting. I would definitely read that if I were you guys.
Okay.
There's that. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck,
That one's a good one.
That's a good
I
one.
liked that one.
and probably How to Build a Raft for Dummies.
Nope, because you can't leave the fuck
Raft
island.
building 101.
Shit. What's the last one?
How to build a cell phone 101.
Tantric sex for individuals.
Brave New World. Last one.
Oh, okay.
Aldous Huxley. One of my favorite books.
Nice.
Yeah.
What you got?
Do they
I'm
have
changing
to be
one of my movies, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
nice?
Faulty too.
Nice. Do they have to be books or can they be comics?
Ooh, I'll give you comics because I
Fuck.
couldn't give you a series, so I'll give you comics, but it's
Okay.
one comic.
One comic.
You don't get a series of comics. I'm giving you one.
What about big books
What do you mean, big books?
that are like 1 through 10 in one book?
It's a cheating
that
loophole,
cheating?
but I'll accept it.
Okay.
I'll accept it.
Okay.
That book is called Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance.
And the
Oh,
art
okay.
of okay.
yeah,
cool.
definitely check it out. It's
I'll check that one out.
$3 on eBay. So,
Oh, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll give you that.
Okay.
If they are all in one book,
Mm-hmm.
I'll accept it.
Okay. I'll say series 7 of the Walking Dead's graphic novel because
Ooh.
Okay.
they switched artists and it's fucking amazing.
Those are really good books.
Really good. I have up till season 7. Well, not season 7, but like series 7,
seven,
in
yeah.
the big books.
Shit.
So if you want to check them out, they're taking up way too much space in my closet because I don't have a bookshelf. So they weigh like 80 pounds. That
Fuck,
box
dude.
is fucking super heavy. Definitely The Boys with the Golden Irises. That was a really good one.
What's that
That
about?
was like, so it's basically like a dystopian future and kind of like genetic deformities become like an outcast series or like sequence or not sequence. Species, yeah. So basically, it's these pure humans, which are basically just like genetically enhanced inbred people,
Right.
live in this society, and on the outside, where the dystopian world is, like it's basically like a dome city, kind of. Well, on the outside of that dome city, there are like pods of people, kind of like tribes and shit, and this kid, there was like a prophecy, and this kid is born with golden irises, and he's like the catalyst of this prophecy that's like overthrowing and restarting a new world. And this group of people that are totally disconnected from any of the political and like rebellious aspect of like people trying to get into the city will not be let
Yeah.
in. They're just like totally ignorant to the prophecy, and like they find this kid who was like born and kind of like thrown away, and like just kind of, I don't know, like there's a lot that I don't remember because I read it from so long ago, but it was like in our library when we were younger. It was in like that back section that was for like fucking college students,
Young
that we
adults
had.
or whatever, yeah.
And like I remembered reading through that like 2 or 3 times and really liking the story
Nice.
because it's basically like building a new society
Yeah.
based off of what could be a fake philosophy or prophecy,
Right.
you know, and then like these people just kind of like who didn't give a fuck about it anyways were like, all right, we'll try it. I guess
Reminds
we
me
got
kind of
nothing
like
going on.
the Ayn Rand Atlas Shrugged. I don't know if
Yeah,
you- yeah, it
yeah.
kind of reminds me of that.
So what's your third one?
Third one would probably be. That's a tough one. Because I guess I don't really hold as much weight in books that I do with like
Right.
films and stuff. Yeah, you got to come back to me. It's going to be a lot of radio silence.
I'm going to go The Encyclopedia Weightlifting by Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's about that fucking big.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to go... Damn it, I had the other two, and now I can't think of them.
How to Survive on a Desert Island.
No, the other one was... fuck, what book was that? It was this astrophysics book. Physics of the Impossible, maybe. Any of them by Michio Kaku. I do any of those books, I don't care. Probably Physics of the Impossible or Stephen Hawking's
Theory of Everything.
Theory of Everything. Yep, one of those two. And then Artemis Fowl, just to throw in some...
Dude, I used to fucking love the Artemis Fowl books.
Loved those books,
Hey,
dude.
the new Artemis Fowl movie is going to be posted on Disney Plus, I think, today or tomorrow.
Shut
Hey,
up. I
yeah.
thought they were waiting another year to...
No, I think
release
they're
it.
just going to post it because they're like, yeah, we're not going to make this fucking
Fuck,
much
I
money in
gotta
the
watch
theaters.
that.
So
Yeah, Artemis Fowl loved those books, any of those. Probably the first... first one.
I
think
hope
first one.
the movie's good because
It
the
won't
books were
be.
fucking awesome.
It won't be. I just expect it not to be at this
Yeah.
point, but I accept it. I accept my fate.
Disney, stop eating up all of our childhood.
Yeah, what the fuck,
Shitting it
Disney?
back out.
And then stop killing all the parents off, Disney.
God damn it.
So yeah, and I think the science ones would keep me occupied for a while, and then you think about it, you got nothing better to do. Why not master something? Like, I'd be fucking jacked if anybody ever fucking found me on that planet.
That's
Just
kinda
on
where
on
I'm
that
at.
island.
Oh,
Be
God.
fucking ripped.
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm going with that. Okay, so my
The
third
Art of
book.
Taming Wild Animals. Boom. I'm going to be a jacked, like Rambo-looking motherfucker, but also I'm going to have a
Pack of
toucan that
parrots.
just follows me, and he's like,
A flock of toucans.
Bringing you Fruit Loops.
yeah.
It's like,
Follow your nose.
He's like, I don't know what the fuck's on that island, but I'm not going there ever again. That dude's nuts.
It's got this crazy fucking toucan.
God damn. But yeah, I think the third one would be like as updated and as most recent as I could get for like a woodworking textbook.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
'Cause then you could create some real crazy shit on that island.
Because if I have all the time and all the supplies, like even just like I have to chop down trees and stuff on the island, if there are trees that can be malleable, like that, I think that's what I would do.
Fuck yeah. That'd be dope.
Build stuff.
But you can't make a ship. Not allowed to leave the island.
No, that's fine. I don't need to, dude. I
can make a ship, but you can't
The
use it.
idea of this island is amazing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, it's a great island.
You give us a
leave.
lot of liberties here. You give us movies. You give
only-
us books.
the
you give
only
us
bad
food,
part is-
water.
Yeah,
The
like-
biggest thing is food and water, man.
Yeah.
Like if I got a constant
Nah,
supply
dude,
of that
you have
shit,
a house. You have
figure
like a
it out.
house on this island.
I don't want a house. I want to build my shit.
Yeah, build your house. It's like what's that movie?
Castaway.
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
They go to the island.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they put in like a little packet into the microwave, and then all of a sudden it's like a Big Mac.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'd totally. I'd
And
be
for
cool
some
with-
reason, Machete is their uncle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
'cause why not?
also,
Also,
was it Uncle Rico?
can we talk
That's
about
his name?
Oh, that guy was. He wasn't their real uncle, but Machete was the guy that had like a whole murder series.
Yeah.
Alexa Vega grew up to become
Jesus.
smoke show of a
Just-
human being.
I don't ever remember seeing her in anything else except for
Machete.
Spy Kids. Well, yeah, Machete, but
She's been in a
Like-
whole bunch of shit afterwards, but she's in Hallmark movies now.
Yeah.
Really?
She is.
Her and the guy from Mean
Wow.
Girls were both in one not that long ago because my mom watches Hallmark movies all the time.
Yeah.
Don't
But-
lie.
No, for real. Like
You
our house at Christmas.
watch Hallmark
she will literally
movies.
wake up
Oh,
early,
Christmas?
start
Yeah.
watching Hallmark movies, and then go to sleep watching Hallmark movies.
oh yeah.
I just don't understand. They all have the same story.
I know, and I give her shit about that,
But
and I
it's
keep
sweet.
showing her the list
Some
for.
people really get into that.
You get into that.
We should watch a Hallmark movie and have
I
a
don't
drinking
watch
game.
TV.
have a drinking game based on Hallmark
There's-
movies.
oh, here, I'll pull it
I
up
can
for you.
guarantee there's
We
drinking
should
games
watch-
to it.
Hallmark Christmas
What? What should we watch, Drake?
Well, I don't know how to say it properly.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
drinking.
Pardon?
What movie's that from?
What's up?
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
What movie is that from? Yeah. Fuck, I don't know.
Step Brothers?
Notebook.
No, Notebook. Oh,
What the fuck? If you're a bird, I'm a
If
bird,
you're a bird, I'm a bird.
and the bird is the word.
God damn it.
All right, so Hallmark Christmas movie drinking game. A character's name is related to to Christmas, like Holly, Nick, Chris, or something else.
Oh my god.
Someone disses fake Christmas trees. There's mistletoe. A newcomer partakes in an old family or town tradition. You see an ugly sweater or tie. Someone gets snowed in. For some reason, a woman gets in a serious car accident and is stranded in town. It happens every fucking movie. Somebody gets in a car accident. Now they're stranded in town.
And then they fall in love with the
yeah,
townie.
The main characters fall in love. You spot Candace, Cameron, Buer, Lacey. I don't know who these fucking people are. People are drinking hot chocolate or apple cider. A big city person is transplanted in a small town.
You would get hammered.
Jingle
through
Bells
one
is
movie.
played.
Oh god.
There's a reference to a dead relative.
Fuck me. That's every Hallmark
That's
movie.
death.
It's every fucking
You
Hallmark
get so
movie.
fucking drunk.
10-hour bonanza, boys.
Let's do
We're
it.
watching Hallmark.
You know, we could make a Hallmark movie. Like, we could just take the script of another movie.
can
change
just
the
take that
character
drinking
names.
game.
Yeah, we could take the drinking
our
game
prompt.
and just create a fucking script. And they'd be like, oh my God, it's sold.
Oh my god.
Hallmark.
But they don't-
Speaking of terrible, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say they don't need an extra content because they just take the same content and put it in a blender and shit it back out.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
They're like,
Yeah.
just
Plug
plug
it
a
into
new
a-
fucking name, put a new actress in there. We're good.
Plug it into an
Pay her
AI.
$50.
What's it called? Hallmark? Did the card company buy a fucking TV
Like a TM
network?
thing
I
for
th-
production.
understand.
I think that's actually right.
Is that what
I'm pretty
they
sure
did?
that's exactly what happens.
Can you imagine you made so much money selling cards that you're like,
Selling paper.
fuck it, we're buying a TV station. We're just gonna play really
Create
shitty
more
movies.
cards. To perpetuate people
What if
needing
all-
our
What
cards.
if all the commercials were just for Hallmark cards?
Oh my god, dude.
Got a dead uncle?
In between.
Buy this
yeah.
card.
Well, hey, think of it. That's actually genius because they're the ones amping up their own holidays that they get to sell cards for.
Exactly.
That's fucking genius.
That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
they call the fact that you call it a Hallmark holiday. Like,
Yeah.
Founded in 1910 by Joyce Hall, Hallmark is the oldest and largest manufacturer of greeting cards in the United States, and they started off only selling greeting cards.
Yep.
Nice.
That's fucking genius on their end.
But now
Hell yeah.
is the Hallmark TV network owned by them?
yeah, it's the same channel.
That's
They're
awesome.
the same group of people.
That's very well done.
That's the best marketing fucking ever.
Yeah.
Like imagine that you're Pepsi
It's still
and you
going.
can go out and make a fucking movie channel all about Pepsi.
yeah.
That's fucking.
I
That's
was
great
joking when
marketing.
I said that, sort of. But then I thought about like Hallmark's logo for their TV network, and it's the same fucking logo.
Yeah.
Get this: greeting cards have one of the highest margins of any product that you can get.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you're paying what,
Costs
like-
like a fucking 50 cents to make maybe the best card.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people are paying what, $4?
Oh, you can get some for like $10, 10,
Oh yeah,
12
with the
bucks now.
pop-up ones
Yeah.
that are fucking
Why is nobody talking about the fact that Hallmark has a monopoly pretty much on on cards?
All right, we're starting a greeting card company.
Like
Let's do
card
it.
companies.
Fuck
like,
it. I mean, at this point, make them biodegradable so that way we
Dude,
have something
yeah,
to sell.
and then they can buy us out. You want fucking you don't want competition, Hallmark? Here you go, buy this shit then.
Yo.
bitch.
Because I mean,
Buy
I
it.
just saw on GMM
Put us in
a
a
couple
movie.
days ago that they bought a bunch of pop-up greeting cards and stuff. They were like 3D. You open it and it's like different shit. You know, like there was a ship and then there was like Santa on a motorcycle. Like
Just a big middle finger.
well, literally, dude, it was amazing. Like they had like all these different wood or like cardboard panels that were put up. So it's like a full figure would pop up when you open the card. It was awesome.
actually
It was
pretty
awesome.
dope.
I'll have to find them and
Yeah.
show you guys. It's like Love Card, I think. Love Card, Love Cardian, something like that. But they have like tons of different shit. Like there was one of like a skeleton that was gardening, and it's like a full fucking skeleton
That's fucking
sitting
awesome.
Indian style, and then like fucking with like a stalk of corn.
Guess
that's
what
in a
they
pot.
don't? Guess what that company doesn't have? A fucking TV network.
Oh, well,
I'm
yeah.
still blown
But it's
away by the
production,
fact
yeah.
that Hallmark owns a fucking TV network.
Well, think of it now.
a
they can
card
just-
a greeting card company bought a TV network to sell more greeting cards.
That's genius.
It fucking blows my mind that this is a real thing that we have allowed to happen.
Yeah.
That's the best marketing
No
that
wonder
I've
their
ever
movies
seen.
suck.
They don't
don't
need to be good.
They're out here pitching off their product.
The only thing that they need is they just need to enhance the holiday spirit.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
That's it.
They
That's
don't- they don't
all
have to
they're
get-
doing.
They don't have to release good content. They just have to be like, oh, here's Christmas content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we don't give a fuck if it's good. Just take it. Take our shit.
I guarantee
Absorb this.
almost every Hallmark
Absorb our
movie
shit.
has a scene.
It's not nutritious, but you'll
This
eat
is
it.
your god now.
I can guarantee that almost every Hallmark movie has at least one scene either inside or outside of a card shop.
Or at least you'll see one.
You'll see one
Yeah.
in the
You
scenery
probably
somewhere.
do. I don't know.
It's subliminal messaging.
I really want to check
in
that
the
out.
most real.
I'm not going to sit there and watch a Hallmark movie
Put
to
on the
find out.
glasses,
But
man. Put on the glasses.
I don't know if I should
Find
take
out.
the red pill or the blue pill at this point. Like I'm blown away by
Always
this
the
fact.
red pill.
join us next week for what we watch this week.
When we
watch
bust
more.
out our tinfoil
Yeah,
hats.
yeah, we're
and-
gonna watch fucking Hallmark movies this
We're
week.
not. They are.
We're gonna watch them.
We should drinking game.
Drinking game to a Hallmark movie this week, and then we
That'd
can
be
point
fucking
out the
hilarious.
fact of like that's
They're not that long. They're like 40 minutes long.
yeah.
Fuck
we'll
it,
pick
yeah,
a
okay.
short
We
one,
can
a
do that.
short Hallmark movie. God forbid it's a long. It cannot go more than an hour. I can't do
No.
it.
No.
We'll watch a 40-minute maximum Hallmark movie
What are you
this
talking
week.
about? I've seen you drink for more
And
than
we're
an hour.
and we're gonna shut up. And we're gonna point out all the fucked up inconsistencies and the fucked up marketing technique
yeah.
behind these movies because I've never thought about that before.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't watch Hallmark movies, but
I'm for it.
so
It's
wait, does that
fucking
mean that the
genius.
True Crime Network is just there to promote?
They're just owned by police.
Is it by the police or are they there to promote murders?
Well, you gotta ask Dick Wolf because he does all their shows.
Hey, Dick
First of
Wolf's
all,
a great man,
he is. Yeah.
And he's got the best name ever.
right?
Dick Wolf.
Dick Will.
Nice guy. Honest to God, nice guy. He made.
He made a lot of fucking shit.
Did he make the
made
True Crime Network? No. He made all the Chicago shows. And
Well,
Law and Order.
any
He didn't make.
cop show
Didn't he co-produce
has always
Scrubs?
been.
He might have been with
always been
Scrubs.
Dick Wolf.
Yeah, but he didn't. I'm talking true crime like Murder She Wrote or
Well,
How to Get Away with
when
Murder.
I think of true crime, I think of Streets of New York, which is a PS2 game.
Dick
That's the. I don't know. I guess I don't know the show.
You
I've
know,
never
there's a
watched True
whole
Crime.
network of just like
Is it like Bones?
no, dear God, true crime. Drake,
Asher?
Let's
Was it
take,
like
Drake,
Asher?
let's take the two words in this, right?
True crime.
True and crimes. Does Bones sound like those crimes are true? No, it's a
Well, I
TV show,
don't
right? It's a
know.
reality TV or it's a TV show. Right?
I've never watched it, so I don't
True
know.
crimes is like making a murderer.
So it's like
or
cops.
No,
Oh my God,
dear
he's
God.
been part of so many shows.
Drake.
I'm just fanning
Think
you right
of-
now, right?
Think of the documentaries.
Okay.
Okay, think Tiger King, right?
Okay.
But think of the murder aspect of Tiger King, like Carol Baskin's killing her husband, right?
That bitch.
That would be a true crime documentary.
Live PD.
I hate you. I'm gonna fucking murder you after this show's over. I'm gonna
You'll
murder
end up
you.
on the documentary. It's cool,
Dude,
man.
get
We'll
this.
both be famous.
No way, I won't end up on the because you know why? Because true crime is bones and fucking Law and Order.
There's
Hey,
so
man.
many fucking Dick Wolf shows, books, and movies.
Bro.
Law and Order, Chicago
Yep.
PD, Law and Order Special
FBI is his newest one.
FBI, Chicago Justice, Chicago Med.
Oh,
Hawaii
Chicago
Five-O?
Med. That
There's
sounds like a
there's
fun
like
one.
20 different fucking Law and Orders. Conviction, Deadline, Law and Order, LA Dragnet,
Oh, cop stuff.
Crime and Punishment. Then there's movies. Exiled, School Ties, Bury My Heart, Masquerade, Invisible Man, all this other shit.
I've never
And like
heard of any of
quite
that.
a few of those operate out of one studio.
Wow.
And he also
That's
wrote
impressive.
1, 2, 3, 4. He wrote 8 books as well.
Wow.
Fuck, man.
Nice guy.
Guy's on it,
He's
man.
on it.
Good
Kudos-
shit.
Probably because he's
Kudos to
powered
Dick
by a
Wolf.
Dick Wolf.
What's he look like?
He's powered by a wolf. He looks like almost. Never mind.
fuck,
I'm
no.
not gonna say
Get outta
because
here,
I
Bixby.
still work
Nobody
for his
wants you.
companies. So no, he looks great. He's a wonderful human being. I'll say that much.
He looks kind of like a wolf dick.
Like a wolf dick.
Oh, no, not Law and Order.
I'll tell you what my thought was after the show.
Oh, no, not F Dick Whoa.
He put fuck a wolf.
Oh,
No,
God.
No, I put.
You're about to get some hentai
fucking
and
Dick
shit
Wolf.
on your
I
fucking...
actu- for some reason, the cursor went back to the front of Dick, and then I put F, and it said F Dick Whoa.
F dick, whoa.
That's Jesus.
Yep.
He looks like
That we'll say it after the show's over.
yeah.
Anyways, we should probably end the show here because we got to do live episode 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh God.
I don't know what we really talked about this week, but it
Nothing,
was
but
fun.
everything. Yeah, we
just kinda
so
fucking
it
rambled.
was fun. I don't know what the hell I'm going to title this episode.
Dude,
but-
his wife does not.
Stop.
have to be there.
Dick
Stop.
wolf.
Stop. Anyways,
in case
Wolves and their
in
dicks.
case Dick Wolf was watching us.
nope. I don't care. I'm not taking that.
Shout out to
fucking
Dick
risk.
Wolf.
Shout out to Dick Wolf for being a great director, producer, everything. All right. Anyways.
Well, love you guys.
Yeah, thank you folks for joining us again. Don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/WWLTW podcast. Don't forget to check out our merch. That's what I forgot to bring up last time.
yeah.
Merch, we got mugs with our mugs on it. We got t-shirts. We got cod pieces. We got everything with our mugs on it.
Oh, new website's coming up soon too.
Yeah.
Website will be up
probably like another
for,
week.
for
It looks
us.
good.
It looks really good. Check out astrodesigncompany.com
Do it.
for your website needs. Tell them, tell them that we sent you, and then you get a little bit. I'll get your money back. Just touch me.
Sexual harassment, I don't condone that.
Only with the Dick Wolf.
check out Thirst Homeless on the YouTube. Check out Jenny Wishbone on the YouTube. Check us out on YouTube. Otherwise, folks, I have nothing else for you this week. Thank you for joining us for episode 60, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.